what was month, it's now just a week to the tournament. I want to start, first of all, as one of the leaders of the group. How ready is the group?
We're very ready. You know, one of the most important things in basketball is the mental preparation. From the time we qualified in Johannesburg last year, everyone has been trying to lock in mentally to the tournament that's coming up. We've had nearly 2 months of preparation to that cause. I think everyone is good to go now.
You played against some of the top guys on the continent, and you're going to go against the same this time round. From a team perspective, how challenging will that be?
That level is always tough. It doesn't matter how long you have to prepare, how many times you've been there. It's always tough. You know, these are guys we've faced against in the national teams. It's always intense. It's competitive. But of course, the more times we've come up against them, the more we learn how they play. You know, their style of play. The more we make adjustments to it. I know it will be tough as always, but I mean, we have no choice but to get out there and compete.
You're one of the players who have grown up through at the ranks of Steel Oil. I want to talk about Adrian, who has just joined the club, and what he brings to the club, and just making the squad for such a top tournament on the first time.
Edrin is an incredible player. You know, a lot of people don't really know this, but he's probably one of the best defensive players in the country. You know, and to have a guy like that on your team, I think for us is such a huge boost. He has showed it for us over the past couple of games. Every time he gets out there, he's competitive, he's rebounding, he's communicating, he's tough. He's a really tough opponent, and at a level like that, you need a guy like that. You know, so he's earned his spot.
In practice, we have been going at it with Fayed. Very competitive. What does this bring out of you and him?
Fayed is a good kid. It's always fun playing against him, even from his days at UCU. Now he's in a situation where he's really learning. You know, he's one of those that I've interacted with that are very open to learning. So every time we are competing against each other, you know, you'll see we'll still talk, you know, share tips here and there, and he's very receptive, you know. So yeah, we're competing against each other, but you know, we're also trying to make each other better. So I don't know. I think it's always fun getting out there against them.
The core guys, with all due respect, given the level at which you've been playing at in the past couple of years, yourself, Jimmy, Oxy. Oxy has dipped a little bit, as the honest truth, yes, offensively, especially. He's not really at it. Does this week that is coming give it enough time, especially because obviously you're going to need bodies down?
What a lot of people, again, don't realize is Oxy has aged into his role. Before he understood that he needed to generate points for the team. Right now he's an older player. He's looking to be a creator. The reason we're scoring 80 plus points every game in the league this season is not just because you know guys are putting work and everyone is hot. It's because there's guys doing things away from the open look, the open shot that people see someone take. Right? There's guys that are doing the things leading up to those shots that people don't see. Right, and that's what Oxy is doing for us. You know, he's fighting. He's defensively, he's a monster. Offensively, he's getting to the right spots. He's moving the defense the way we need them to move in order to create open looks for the guys that have been scoring. You know, so he may not be generating points, but what he's doing to create scoring chances for us is amazing.
Yeah. You're playing with big guys who are more like stretch centers. They play around the perimeter. Does that give you more room to operate?
Of course. William is a really good shooter. That means, you know, he'll stretch the floor for us. We have a lot of guys that are good at getting to the bucket. Jimmy, Jermaine, Philando, who's joining us over on the other side. I think having stretch players, even Titus, having stretch players like that really helps. And it also helps to have big guys that can knock down the three. You know, because that's extra points for us.
Thanks. Good luck.